Crikey, that's a watering pot with mates. Let's drink. Oi. I'll start with the Australian accent. Are you a native of Downing High School?
Yes, I am.
Can you taste all the water fountains for me so I can know which one's the best one?
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello Vikes, today we're going to be trying different series of water fountains located around DHS to find out what water fountain has the best water, if any. So today we're going to be looking first at the S building. For those of you that don't know, the S building has a water fountain located right outside on the end side of the building. Here we are right now. And today we're going to have Oscar Flores try out that very water.
Hi, I am a volunteer to DEF, and we'll see how this goes. So first of all, this fountain is not very well maintained. As you can see here, it is very dirty, very old at this point, and no one seems to care about it. But for today, we're going to give it some representation, the representation it needs. So to redirect you here, there's one working water, perfectly working water fountain, but instead, I'm going to drink from here. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go in. Okay. So, it's difficult to describe. It's very simple. There's no flavor to it, perfect as water should be. The only downside, it literally comes from outside the fountain. But aside from that, I would rate it 3.5 Viking hats out of 5.
So, we recently had the first water fountain tasting test, and the results were unusual, but to be expected. So now we come over here to the fabulous gymnasium of Downing High School. We're going to try out the series of water fountains found around the very establishment. Once again, we're going to have Oscar here taste that very water. Hopefully, we'll get 5 Viking hats out of 5 Viking hats.
So to start off with this location, it is very unusual and unorthodox because look, if you can look here, there's a lot of paint, or it could not be paint, you never know. But there's also a lot of gum. It's not about how it looks, but it's about how it tastes, and that's what I'm here to determine. Time to do this. So I gotta say, after tasting this, it had a tinge of acidity that ruined the flavor for me. Water's supposed to be nice, like crisp and fresh, but this one, whether it's the gum or anything else, it didn't taste as water should taste. So I give this a 2 out of 5.
We're going to taste the one right outside near the stadium. There's a series of 6 water fountains located just outside, and we'll hopefully find better results than the ones near the gym. Kind of sad thinking about how many people come by. You would expect there to be a high quality of water fountains and water for them, yet not. We'll see how the one by the stadium does though.
So, just from the presentation out of these fountains, I can tell that they're not very well maintained. There's a lot of water stains on them, which does not give me a lot of hope, meaning that it's very messy and it could possibly lead to very terrible water. Hey guys, so I'm gonna have to divide these from the top and bottom. The bottom ones, for some reason, there was something off about them. They seem to have a little bit of dust, and that took a little bit from the flavor. The top ones, on the other hand, were actually really good. They were fresh, refreshing, and exactly what I need after a long day. So in total, top ones are 5 out of 5. Bottom ones, 4 out of 5.
So DHS, we have gone over the majority of the outside water fountains, and now we're going into the inside water fountains. Hopefully we're able to find a better or higher quality water fountain than the ones we found earlier. So right now, the Downing native is going to find out which water fountain is truly the best by now exploring the indoor water fountains.
Okay, so finally, after exploring the outside of Downing High, I'm excited to be back here in the C building, where it is a lot cleaner, and I'm expecting for the flavor to be a lot better. So upon further examination, I am definitely worried about these water fountains. For example, this one right here, there is a lot of problems with it. Mainly, it's just the fact that it has some strange substance, and I'm really unsure what that's about. So for this trial, I'm going to drink out of the cleaner one and see what I get out of it. So after drinking this water, I can definitely say that it is very good. The thing is, it has no flavor, and that's exactly what you want out of water. It just has to be clean and pristine. So for the Sea Building fountain, I'm gonna give this a 4.5 out of 5.
All right, Downey Vikes. So after finding out about the water fountains in the C building, we've come down to the B building, where we're here to find out if Oscar has found the best water fountain on campus. So we'll take you to that.
So even just looking at these water fountains, I am very scared to just taste them or go near them. One of them is filled with what I can only assume is Gatorade or Powerade, and then the other one has gum. So even just based off those two things, I am very scared, but I have to do this, and I will drink this water for you, Vikes. So Vikes, I gotta say that these water fountains are probably the worst that I've seen so far. Not only are they unhygienic, but just the water, it tasted dirty. It had this smoky aftertaste that I really can't describe aside from that. So because of those reasons, I have to give this a 1.5.
Hello, Downey Vikes. So now that we've been to the B and C, we're here on the A building. We're in the lower level of the A building, where we're going to find out if these water fountains are in fact the best that Downey High School has to offer. So now we're going to bring you over to Oscar, who will give us the information.
The Downey native is back, and I'm here to try out finally the last building, A building, the one that seems to be the most clean, but I won't really know until I get a taste of the water. So I finally tasted the A building water fountain, and the biggest problem is not the taste. The taste is fine, but how am I supposed to judge it when it barely gives out any water? If I can't drink out of it, there's no point to it. So just because of that fact, I have to give this the lowest score so far, and that's a 0 out of 5.
Alright, Downey Vikings, as you can now see, the best water fountain is located near the stadium, in which Oscar, the Downey native, was able to find out that it scored a 5 out of 5 stars, proving the best and highest quality location and water. Thank you, Downey Vikings, for finding out which water fountain is really the best. If you're finding yourself in need of water and you have nowhere else to go, please go to the Downey Stadium. And please, by all means, avoid the A building, as you will not get water. Thank you.